picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arizona State's offense who will have the football first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. And he's knocked down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Scanning the field, it's Bowling. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it down the field. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to Brown. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the BYU Cougars offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes L.J. Martin, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. The run inside, it's Martin. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Quickly complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. BYU has this offense quickie. Handoff from the gun. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Cougars trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running.
And he's in. Touchdown, BYU.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mack. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Makes the grab over the middle. Oh, what a move to get open. Snags it, and he's open. At the 30, the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touch.
Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bachmeier. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Gets away from one. He's got space. He'll try to take it back. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Sun Devils peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And it'll come out to the 25. At a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And as you start to settle into games as a play caller, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Martin. Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. He's got the back in the middle. Back down, but there. The sticks for a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, BYU!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down, and guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Looking for a man. It's Bolden. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense. And he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks. Got 2 of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from a season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons of potential, but those playmakers outside and some of these new faces, they have to gel with their quarterback quickly.
Gonna take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's going to let it go. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Here comes the heat. Turns it loose deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue it.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Again, it's Brown. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Shoots it to the left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time it's complete. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Arizona taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. Possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll try to run for it, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
That is how it's done on third down. It's no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. The run inside. It's Martin.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The short hands. It's Bachmeier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
BYU right back to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It's a draw. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Barrels ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Sun Devils sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One more time, it's Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Wants to bring it back. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. They're dealing with a second and long. They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
The Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches. To the air, it's Bachmeier. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right?
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cougar! His third touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And they'll try to tack on 2. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Sends it back in motion, looking for a man. It's Bowling. Flips it out in the flat. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Runs through a tackle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Got it. Nice move there. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Back open in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the first down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Right on target this time. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent.